Alright, hey everybody, it's ConJoined cast. Why is my audio peaking? God damn it.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
It's boosh.
it's me, boosh / Connor / who gives a fuck. I'm here with...
His douchey friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a little...
Oh, Austin here too, and we're joined
Who cares? Moving on.
Fucking man, shit.
Okay, so we just watched a movie.
We've seen terrible movies.
We need to do some movie reviews. That'd be a lot of fun.
Some vents.
Some vents, if you will. We recently finished a movie called Dragon Against Vampire.
A beautiful train wreck.
Yeah, truly one of God's great creations. Brought to you by Saturn Productions.
If you spelled creation like abortion.
So, this is a little interesting film. I'm going to describe the plot from the back of the box. I'm going to see if it matches up with the movie. A village is horrified to find out that Black Dragon is actually a bloodthirsty vampire with supernatural martial arts skills, who is stalking young women for their virgin blood.
And by masterful, I mean green belt.
I'm gonna lose
Probably.
my shit before this is over.
Black Dragon is obsessed with learning all of Shaolin sorcery from his master. In his quest for more power, he leaves a trail of battered and bloodied victims who fail prey to his kung fu madness. Not fall prey, fail prey. One of the features on this DVD box is color. Running time, approximately 81 minutes. Interactive menus. Region free. Scene selection.
Like, interactive menus is play and scene selection. That's it.
That's it.
Yep. You know, you're dealing with quality.
This movie stars Elton John, Carrie Lee, Martin Kim,
For a moment, I thought you said Elton John, but no.
Robin C,
Just his Chinese counterpart.
and Eagle Han.
And we're pretty sure we think that the names in the movie of the characters are the same as the actors.
It's pretty bad.
And the guy that ends up being the main character just kind of looks like Lou Diamond Phillips.
An Asian Blue Diamond Phillips. So, yeah, as if you could probably tell, this is a I think it's Chinese. Made in shitty-o kung fu movie. It's not... How do I put it? It comes off more of a horror movie than a kung fu movie.
You can't, if there is kung fu, half the time it's so dark you couldn't see it anyway.
Not only that, when they say kung fu, they refer to hitting a vampire with garden tools.
Don't spoil it.
Oh, yes, because everyone's going to go get this
and,
masterpiece.
Oh, and there was actually more attempts at comedy than...
Yeah, there were a couple times where it would go from like, hey, really dark and serious moment to here's some comedy, guys.
See, the movie stars Mo Curly O'Leary.
No,
But Asian.
And Mo Skinny.
Mo Skinny.
Actually, no.
Curly dies very early.
Curly Skinny. Mo got fat.
Curly died very early on in the movie. Larry's the fat one? I can't remember. It's been forever since I've seen the Three Stooges. I'm this sacrilege. But, yeah, this movie starts off with three grave robbers. They're going about trying to find money from grave. You know what? We don't even know they're grave robbers. The first scene is just them walking along, and zombie hands come out of the ground and, pinch the fat guy in the butt. So, start messing with him. I'm, scratching my... Okay. I'm gonna be serious. The editing in this movie is atrocious, abysmal.
Those are some
other
weird stories.
adjectives that start with A that discuss awful. Awful isn't kind enough. We need more, just more powerful adjectives than this.
Antagonistic.
Angola.
The problem.
Areola.
I think the problem is this movie's also filled with dream sequences. The thing is, when you're doing a dream sequence, it has to be a little bit surreal.
And the characters should be asleep.
No,
when
it's
they have
surreal.
dream
This entire
sequences.
movie's fucking
I mean, the movie's... But the problem is, this entire movie's surreal. So you don't know if it's a dream sequence or not.
There's...
Yeah, they'll just
Until-
randomly.
You don't get it, Austin. It's avant-garde.
They'll just
You know?
randomly cut
Oh,
these
God!
Okay.
Deadly D4.
D4,
Dark dreams don't get developed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dark
so basically they'll be like, hey, here's a dream sequence without any kind of way of saying...
Context.
Yeah, no context and no way of knowing you're in a dream sequence. And they use so many of them. It's like,
Half the
why?
time, you don't even realize the characters were asleep to begin with.
Nope.
Like, they're just... it's one reality, and then it's like, oh, we jumped to another timeline where that never happened.
Like, they do that trick in movies. It's kind of a cheap trick in movies. It, like, shows you the bad end kind of thing.
It showed us the bad end about every 2
It's,
minutes or
it's
so.
like you were watching a Let's Play
I mean, was there...
of, like, a choose-your-own-adventure game.
But was there a good
And you
ending
just
to
went
this?
through all the bad ends.
Was there a good ending to this movie? Like,
I guess. We'll get to it. So, our three
You mean the
chuckle
end
fuck-
screen?
Yes.
The three chuckle fucks. Mo Curly, fuck it. They go around, they start stealing, golds from dead people.
And
They
then
find-
vampires follow him, and he's just like, yeah.
Can we just make note that the protagonist of the movie starts out by lying to his friends every time they find a body with anything on it? That's our protagonist.
And this is our
Also,
hero.
he steals one of those, just, I guess, golden necklaces that's literally a golden swastika. So the whole movie, I'm just saying he stole Nazi gold.
There is power in the Nazi gold, apparently.
Nazi gold.
Apparently vampires don't like Nazis.
Yeah.
Pro tip for everyone out there.
Yeah. If you believe in Hitler enough, the
Hitler
vampire.
will become your stand.
I mean, I don't know many people.
Connor,
who-
I found the episode title. Hitler will become your stand.
I mean, not many people like Nazis, but this vampire was particularly turned
I mean,
off.
it's obviously supposed to be a Buddhist symbol of good luck, but swastika's a swastika, and that bad reputation's not going away
Yeah.
anytime soon.
No.
So, continuing. They're being stalked by the vampire. We cut to this two girls. I think it's two.
Yeah, and their father.
One-
And they're two fathers, I guess. Honestly, these are supposed to represent the villagers I told you about. There are four. Four does not make a village.
I mean, there's that old guy that lives in a cave. We'll get to him.
yeah, they find an old guy.
It's not even a cave; it's a hole.
Yeah.
So the Chucklefucks get separated after Curly dies.
No. We're skipping some major bits.
What major bits? I barely
Like how
remember
fucking,
shit.
like how fucking fat guy fucking like lures a dog in the creepiest fucking like yeah.
Like
yeah.
lip smacking.
It was pretty damn sexual.
It was
Like looking at that dog.
Like
he wanted that dog.
they did eat it, but there was a cut between where he like lured it in and ate it. I think something must have happened in between because that rape face was strong.
By the way, I wanna make this clear. They don't show the dog being killed, which becomes important later on when we describe something else. I'll leave that for later.
Yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure that they
Yeah.
look. It's China.
We also thought
This
that might actually be
movie's
a dog.
production value is so fucking low, and just like, and it's strange. I'm
Connor,
gonna
you're
admit
being a dead horse by this
I'm
point.
just gonna admit something. Is it strange that I feel like this movie kind of has a little bit of heart? A little bit.
Okay.
Like,
Explain.
It
It's trying to be something.
It's trying.
It's not good at it, but it's
Doesn't have the
trying.
budget.
It doesn't have the budget. It doesn't have the fucking talent.
It doesn't have any writing
Anything, but
whatsoever.
it's trying. It's the Naruto of movies.
It wants to be Hokage.
It wants to be the greatest. But it's never gonna be that.
Is our weeb showing?
And weeb is just it's too late for that. I think we've introduced an episode of ConJoined Cast with I think it was one of our cast member Angel's birthday, and we all just went congratulations from Evangelion.
Yes, good.
So,
You lost me.
Let's get back. So after eating the dog, they go to sleep, and then fucking Curly dies. Skinny Curly dies.
Yeah, this is got
Fat guy and main character get separated. Main character finds an old dude living in a cave by himself, possibly shitting in a corner.
Also, his legs are crossed and they don't uncross the rest of the movie.
He's like that the entire time.
It's like he's stuck.
He is stuck.
Like, he moves around and gets around
Yeah,
but his legs are crossed the
yeah,
entire
he just
time.
moves around with his arms. Stupid. But yeah, apparently he admires one of our main protagonist. I'm not sure, quote unquote, leader of our gang of grave robbers.
Which, by the way, I just looked up for sake. His name is, first of all, the main character is Elton Chong, which again, not Elton John, which would be amazing. His name is supposed to be Tony.
We didn't know that.
And this is surprising me because it's obviously like a Chinese, whatever movie.
They dubbed enemies.
Yeah, they dubbed everyone in English.
The dubbing is awful too.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no. Like there's bad Shaw Brothers sort of dubs. And then there's this movie where there's literally a character, the fat guy. Every time he says something, the audio peaks.
But they're trying.
the audio, just him. Every other time, the audio just fucking peaks. No fucks given.
All right, so can we keep going and talk about just what happened next? Like, this movie becomes a blur after a couple of minutes.
So, after a series of awkward dream sequences, hilarious two guys sleeping next to a bed to each other, the vampire finally attacks.
You guys
and kills the dad, then the fat friend.
No, but you guys are missing the part, and I know why, because this part was forgettable. The part where what's-her-face, one of the sisters, got abducted and killed by the vampire.
Yeah, just taking a bath.
Yeah, and no one really cared about that part.
Okay.
They got over it real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then this part makes me physically ill because one of the girls gets possessed by one of the vampires,
And
takes a chicken.
Well, no,
wait, you gotta
Wait.
let's set it up a little bit better. So halfway through the movie, main girl strangely falls in love with our main grave robber, who looks like Lou Diamond Phillips.
I wouldn't even call it love.
We'll call
It's porking.
yeah.
She
I
starts
guess
porking him.
yeah. It is a little bit implied that she had a quick
that was
sexual
a dream sequence.
with the fat guy.
Well, they both dreamt it, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
they both dreamt.
Having sex with her, but I guess I don't know if there's so many dream sequences, it's hard to tell.
I know what
is
films
this movie's avant-garde? Is this movie seriously avant-garde?
There was fucking.
At
some point, there was
at some point
behind the scenes fucking.
And basically, Lou Diamond Phillips is laying in bed, and she wakes up in the middle of the night after a good rousing fuck.
And her vagina is glowing. But can you describe the ceremony to get her to this point? The vampire starts a ritual in which he puts blood inside two symbols and starts doing the little monkey thing. And you see this
like the symbols with the monkey.
and you see this voodoo doll start, doing shit with some smoke, and suddenly you cut to the scene and the girl's vagina is glowing.
What does she do now because of this glowing China pandemic?
She goes over. She grabs her chicken out of her pantry.
Live chicken.
Live chicken. Fucking
Cuts its head off live.
Now, we've seen this in Willy Wonka. We're not strangers
Well,
to the...
do you remember when Willy Wonka took the chicken head and drank its blood?
Like pouring it all over his fucking face. Because that's what she did! That's what she did!
I'm just like, what?
We're pretty damn sure there was no fake chicken or fake blood. That was just
No.
what it was.
This is why I believe they actually killed the dog.
See, that's true actor dedication, and that's why I said they showed off screen the dog probably died. But this fucking chicken, nah. It wasn't even like, oh, you just see blood. Nah, you saw her just
You saw her
decapitated.
literally. It was step by step. You saw each part of it and all its awful train wreck wonder.
Oh,
It
God.
was something.
And then the girl becomes possessed and tries to kill our main hero. And then after a solid slap to the face because being a lady character. I
And
don't
she
know.
touches the swastika, so
Yeah, I
think
snaps
that's
her out
how-
of, that snaps her out of it. I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was sexism, but okay.
I think it was a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little
Sexism.
bit.
Magic sexism can really solve some wonders, you know?
Remember, guys,
Yeah.
Nazi gold solves everything.
You know, women wonder why there's such a big pay divide when it's really just magic. Wizards are keeping women from, getting equal pay.
God fucking damn.
And
Okay.
fuck you, Dumbledore.
Fucking sexist pig.
Anywho,
Cecily has this
Gandalf-
dumbfounded face.
Dumbledore, think about Gandalf. Were there any women in the original party? No.
And there's that one girl who just like sang and made.
And then there's that one
visions.
girl who killed Lord Sauron. But we don't want to mention her. We're wizards. We don't. God. Anywho.
Anyway.
No,
The
no,
views
she
of
didn't
Boosh do
kill.
not reflect conjoined
No,
ca-
she didn't kill Sauron. She killed the Witch King.
Oh.
But still, I mean, it's an Avatar, so.
So,
Let's just wrap it up as the movie's kind of sexist.
Yep. She gets hit a lot.
Hello.
yep.
So I get to the point where like our main character's just like, Master, please help me, teach me your ways.
Well, no.
They gotta-
He escapes with the girl. You forget that part. Vampire
Well,
chases
it's
them.
obvious by this
They
point.
go to the old guy living in the hole, and they're like, "Help us! You know kung fu
Yeah.
and
So-
shit."
But
They
by the
pulled
way,
out the hole.
they found this old guy in the hole earlier in the movie.
And didn't get
I
him
forgot
out.
how. I think it was when they were first escaping from the vampire after
They
like.
found him in the hole and were like, "No, you bastard, we ain't gonna help you." And then later on in the movie, they're like, "Oh God,
Oh
please
right,
help
and then
us."
the old guy was like, "I have magic powers," and he just stares at the guy and is like, "Fuck you! I have Nazi gold. You don't affect me." Because Nazi gold saves you from magic and shit.
Anyway, they saved this old guy from a hole, and he's some kind of wizard, of course, and some sexist wizard, of course, is like, bitch, build my house. So,
So he makes the guy build him a house.
So he makes our grave robber, Lou Diamond Phillips, and girl help build him a house, and
then refuses to teach the
and
youngling kung
after
fu.
some wonderful training montages, the old guy's like Lou Diamond Phillips goes up to old guy. He's like, "Old guy, teach me your Shaolin sorcery." And old guy's like, fuck you.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
And so after that, old guy's like, "You should just leave, go get married." Then a ridiculous fucking plot from Lou Diamond Phillips. He dresses up as a two-headed monster. No one knows where he got the second prop head from.
And it looked like it's not like he made like a scarecrow head. It was like a literal other head.
Latex, even.
Latex.
He would, middle of bumfuck nowhere China is really close to industrial light and magic. So, so he dresses up as a two-head monster. There's a fight.
He tricks the master until... Or
Not-
tries to trick him
Until he
into
gets his
teaching
ass
him.
kicked, and then he's like, what did I do wrong? And then the master ridicules him.
Calling him an asshole, which he has been the entire movie.
And he's like, "You gotta be
You gotta be
humble and
humble.
shit.
Yeah.
Can't have all that knowledge and not be humble."
So-
And then this is a part where I went to the restroom, and Con, you explained the end.
So here's what happens at our ending point.
By the way, being
So
humble.
the movie ends with Matt. Okay, so main character Lou Diamond Phillips and girl are outside of the house, and old master is writing in his
About the-
scroll.
About to take a bath or some shit?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Something. Writing in a scroll, basically, doing like, oh, here you go, that's how you do your Shaolin sorceries. And the fucking vampire sneaks up and fucking stabs him in the throat with a knife, and then finally finds out how to get the power of Shaolin sorcery.
Through the love flute. Which
Was it
love flute or love loot?
Flute.
and
Which is probably another word for penis.
and it defeats all evil
So wait.
through
Look.
the woman's orgasm or something,
Look.
was it?
Yeah.
Look, Cecily.
Like, literally,
What enemy has- look.
this is how you get it. You go up to a lady you like,
You stick your magic flute in her.
You stick your magic flute
Holy
and
shit,
her
the
tuba
ending was just explained to me.
into her tuba, and then you get Shaolin sorcery.
I think I
So,
just...
hold on.
Upon her
I
first
just put the
orgasm.
end of the movie
So-
okay.
So here's what happens. Vampire's
Look.
like, I gotta find me some virgin girl.
Look,
And
Connor, I have to add this. This has been a common thing in most Asian media. With the power of love, with enough love and compassion, you can crush the opposition!
Anywho.
Okay.
I want to say something
Look, the
after
power
we
of
describe
love is
the
pretty
end.
dead
So
deadly.
after let me describe the end. So Lou Diamond Phillips and girl discovered the body of the master. And by the way, apparently all of this was written on the master's dead corpse. Like it magically appeared as a magic tattoo, and the vampire cut it off.
Yeah, vampire cut it off.
Cut off the skin. So there's no way our main character's ever gonna learn Shaolin sorcery.
Didn't pay off.
So a fight ensues between a chase/fight ensues between Lou Diamond Phillips and the vampire
And
the
kind
girl,
of girl.
and kind of girl. And basically, what happens is they fight.
Main character gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, main character gets his ass kicked and then is choked out.
Yep.
Girl stumbling back, lands in a pile of hay, and vampire dies via Tom and Jerry death trap of fucking rake to face.
It shoots the
Cue
skull.
sideshow Bob sound effect like.
Okay. So, in relation to the whole love conquers everything, I just realized the whole magic flute, stick it in and get into the
Shaolin
orgasm.
sorcery.
It's implied that she and the protagonist had sex, so maybe the whole message of the movie was that because he had sex with her, she saved the day on accident.
Which is weird for a Chinese film because they probably don't want you to have sex.
See,
I don't know
one
about
child.
One
I mean, this was filmed in 1980.
Yeah.
they were
So-
probably like, "Fuck all you want,"
In
and then
Shitio, I guess. But let's continue, because
what is left?
this is
Connor?
what there's really two endings to this film. Ending A, vampire dies, via rake to head.
Shit
Girl
ending.
grabs, fucking Lou Diamond Phillips hugging him.
Yep.
And vampire gets up and is like bleh, right out of her face. Movie end. And not end.
But
But it's revealed that is a dream or something like that.
hallucination.
A hallucination of some sort.
Most likely from a concussion. I don't know. This movie
And
just-
then it turns out Lou Diamond Phillips was slightly alive because the man's a liar. Honestly, I thought he outwit the vampire, who isn't that smart to begin with.
Con, can we
pretending
just
that he's
admit
dead.
that this vampire is basically Sideshow Bob?
He really is.
One of the more interesting things about this vampire is that for no reason whatsoever, he's wearing a mask through the whole movie.
Yeah, he was wearing a mask to chase them, and that's what confused me because I'm like, are there two
It's
vampires?
not just like a ceremonial mask or anything. No, it's a latex face.
Again, bumfuck nowhere. This probably took place in China in 1970.
What we described
Where
it
parts
was
of China was rural as fuck.
See, the way we described
Another
it
But there's
was
some of those
like-
weird hobby shops.
Yeah.
for the mask. The way we described it was if you remember the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and you remember what that Dracula looked like. That's what that mask looked
And
like.
then he takes off the mask, and it's just another guy, but there's no context to it. He's just been running around with someone else's face for no reason.
For no reason.
No reason. No one
For
recognizes
no
him.
particular reason.
They all know he's the vampire.
like I don't know what he's trying to hide. Like, oh shit, the cops gonna find
It's
me.
kind of like everyone knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. It's kind of like that.
So let's give a final rating for this.
So
movie.
yeah, I didn't even describe the ending. Basically, real end. He's dead.
It was
the
all a
entire-
dream.
It was all a dream. And
What is more to say?
A girl realizes that Lou Diamond Phillips is alive. His hand's like slightly moving on her back, like.
The vampire stays down.
Yeah.
And the
And then
You mean Sideshow Bob is dead.
No, the Sideshow Bob is dead. A big red, like fucking awful editing thing comes in with like text saying the end, with wonderful Saturn Productions still with their shitty JPEG logo from 2001 and a PO box, an address, an email address.
Yep, all these
And,
things popped up.
And phone number! They had a phone number! I can call Saturn Productions!
and get a this line has been disconnected.
Or a porn line.
So, do we want
Probably.
to go around and give our ratings?
Oh my
like,
god.
Well,
We wanna go
let's
around
do
and
some
start
final
over?
thoughts and ratings. We'll start with you, Austin.
Surely an experience, the cinematic masterpiece for all ages. Truly, bring your kid to watch it. They'll probably be like, Dad, what the fuck is this? And you're like, shut up! You want to see Jackie Chan? Dad, this isn't Jackie Chan. Well, who do you know? This is Jackie Chan. You just think all Asian people are Jackie Chan. The fuck you said to me, you little twerp? So I give this movie...
drunk dad.
How many drunk dads out of 5?
2 drunk dads out of 5.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Martin? Your
But
turn.
also 3.5 decapitated chickens out of 5.
So
wait, 2.5 ain't drunk dads, and 3.5 decapitated chickens. I don't.
The 2 is my real rating if I was a serious critic. The 3.5 is the,
Fun.
yeah, for fun.
oh god. I don't even know where to start with this movie other than just fuck. And I didn't understand anything. Also, I want a refund, even though I was told this movie was like $1. I want a refund because even though
Want
the
that
guy's
dollar
name
back?
was Black Dragon, there was no dragon in this movie, which disappointed me.
Yeah, for a movie called Dracula, for Dragon Against Vampire.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Dragon against vampire.
I'm
Not
also
even versus.
yeah, they can't even use verses, so I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this 2 college students could probably make a better film out of 10.
This probably was made by college students.
Guys, let's make a movie.
I got a great idea for a movie, guys.
Oh, Bill.
Dragon
Jesus, not
Against
again.
Vampire 2.
Fucking Bill. Bill, we already made Battle Wizards last week.
We'll talk about that on a different little movie review thing. I think we're gonna keep this as a singular episode.
Okay.
Cecily, what do you give it?
So, I say, for the 4 or 5 really rapey scenes, for half the movie being so darkly
That's
lit,
a minimum.
minimum,
5
for
rape scenes out of
for
5.
half the movie being so darkly lit that if there was kung fu, we didn't see most of it, and for just the fact that I felt drunk without being drunk at all, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10 because it was fucking funny as hell to watch.
So, again, to reiterate, Dragon Against Vampire has no dragons. There's a character named Black Dragon who happens to be a vampire. And that's really about it.
And the only character's name we remembered the only name we knew was Martin the whole movie, and he died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
We later found out, but it's so sad that Martin died in this fucking movie. Fucking beefed it halfway through.
Same guy who killed the dog.
Yeah, he was a horrible rapist and, dog murderer.
See, the whole time
But,
we were.
I really enjoyed Martin.
See, but the whole
And
time
by the way,
we were just.
real quick, Martin, the guy who voiced, did we mention that he peaked
Oh,
the audio
God.
all the time? Every
I think
time
we
he
did.
said fuck.
Yeah, we said that, Con.
Okay.
Oh,
Cecily,
Well,
what
I'm gonna
is
get to my
your...
fucking final review. I'm gonna say my fucking final thoughts, okay? So, this movie is, it's not as laugh out funny or, like memorable as
I don't
Troll 2. If I'm looking at it like,
Like-
you know, so bad it's good.
Like-
But it is one of those movies I'd compare to The Room and Troll 2, shit, Birdemic.
I mean, I put it lower, Con, because
It's a little bit
I'll
lower than
forget
that.
this movie by the night's end.
Probably. I'm forgetting bits and pieces of this movie as we do this
Like,
review.
I completely forgot to mention the guy just pissing his pants and that being part of the movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember
I remember
that.
now. Fuck.
Like,
Did I miss? Jesus.
Not
I
too
mean,
old. Alright.
If I had to give this a review score for people who want, you know, unintentionally bad and kind of funny.
A good late night
A
movie.
good.
get a couple beers, some friends.
Yeah, exactly. This is like a 4 out of 5. Dude, pass the weed. This is gonna be hilarious. For people who wanted a legitimate movie, this is a
Schlock.
2 out of. Okay, 1.5 out of 5.
Get some beer, get some friends.
Dude, I said weed, not DMT.
What?
DMT is one of those hardcore drugs. Basically,
I
the
didn't
body
say-
produces.
Yeah, it's idea
Look, basically, watch it for laughs and don't watch it with anyone that's like, shut up, I want
Okay,
to see
like-
what's going on.
Like,
Um,
if you want good kung fu, just watch fucking Enter the
Anything
Dragon.
else?
Watch
anything
Jackie
else.
Chan.
Should we?
Alright, then.
No. Okay.
Well, okay, so this has been our first review. I'm Connor /Boosh / Who Gives a Fuck.
Oh my god! I just realized this is Cecil's and Martin's first sort of schlocky kung fu movie.
Hooray.
Alright.
Hooray!
We broke your
Hopefully they'll-
schlocky kung fu timing.
First podcast, too.
First podcast, too.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have you on more. This was fun.
It was.
Say you're out. Oh yeah, you can find me on this channel. You can find me on the YouTube. Of course, YouTube. I'm out of it, guys. This movie was
Let's just
great.
call it a night.
No,
we'll
we're
link
gonna
it down
do it-
below. We'll link it down below.
You know, tell them where you guys we can find you guys on the interwebs if anyone listens or watches. I don't care.
And you can find me I'm over the rainbow and far, far away.
You have a DVR. You got a Twitter. You twat at
I
people.
don't want all these people on my stuff. No. Get out of here. Go home.
Fuck that.
Okay, no, they
I'll
don't
give-
want
I'll
to
give
know
myself
us.
free
They don't want to
sponsorship.
know. They don't want to
I'll
know.
give myself free
You
sponsorship.
don't want to know.
You give yourself free sponsorship.
Free
You
sponsorship.
don't want to know.
What was my... Oh, right, I remember my Twitter handle because I was so
No,
funny
do you
back
have-
in 2011.
Do you have a DeviantArt?
I'll tell you. I'll tell
No,
you
they
when
don't
my
even.
portfolio's together.
They're not. They're more of.
Tumblrs.
They don't use Tumblr.
I'll
They laugh
tell-
at Tumblr.
I'll tell you when my portfolio is updated. There we go.
All right. Austin, where can we find you again?
You can find me at Sketchatorium, at Tumblr, Podge, at DeviantArt.
This movie murdered us.
Just like that chicken.
We are the chicken.